Calvin Castine at Mart Lane, just outside of beautiful downtown Rouse's Point. This Coke starts it off for the Cougars with a strike, and Connor Sheehall with 8 pins in his first ball. It's Willsboro at Northeastern. We are covering the A's and the B's at the same time because we've got to hit the road and get to Shazy for basketball. So we'll cover the A's and B's, then we'll go cover the girls. Over on the far right for Willsboro was Jesse Hearn. That was Matt Jolliker getting a split to start things. Aaron Misak in lane 15 for the Cougars. We had an open for Connor Sheehall. He had 9 pins in his first ball. Over on the far right, that's Connor Steves, and he gets 9 pins. His Jolliker missing his spare, his split. And we've got Eric Dupie now for Northeastern. He gets off 6 pins. And missing in lane 13 was Mike Smith. Missed his spare opportunity for Willsboro. Josh Frenier gets 8 pins in his first ball. And over on lane 16, Gordy, I'm guessing, Hearn got a spare. I got a strike for Dakota Latford as Frenier misses his spare. Just 9 for the frame. Dakota Latford in lane 13 got the strike. Let's see, then we got Tyler Bridge getting 8 pins. We've got Kyle Siebert going. We just had David Siebert. 2 Sieberts here, huh? Kyle Siebert and David Siebert. How about that? David Siebert going after his split. He misses it. And we got Latford picking up. Well, that's Bridge picking up his spare. Siebert picks up his spare. Get us to Joey Robert in line 14. And Jeff Bigelow getting a strike in lane 13 for the Cougars. For the Warriors, a split for Dylan Dooley. Meanwhile, looks like have a 9-pin start there for Joey Robert. Left a 7-pin. Here's Gooley going after his split. He gets the 7-pin. And Robert misses his spare, pulls a little bit toward the middle. Hearn got 3 in his ball. There's 9 pins there. That was almost a strike there for Cokes. Sheehall gets about 7. And here's Hearn. He gets about 5 for the frame. And for the Cougars, it's Morgan Wyatt as Cokes picks up his spare, so does Wyatt. So Wyatt completes the first frame for the Cougars and the B team. A team on the left, the B team on the right. And open for Connor Sheehall. It's Sheehall written here. I'm wondering if it's Sheehan. And there's Aaron Misak getting a strike. Jolliker gets 8 pins. Mike Smith gets 8 pins. And on lane 15, there's a strike over there for Eric Dupie. On lane 15, Connor Steves picked up 9 pins. It just looks like just a 5-pin remaining. Looks like Joliker is going to miss his spare, and so will Smith. Over on lane 16, it's a strike for David Siebert. And Connor Steves about to bowl for Willsboro. And Josh Frenier for the Cougars. Steves gets 6 pins. Frenier gets 8. Double wood left for Dakota Latford over on lane 16. Getting 3 pins was Dylan Gooley. A missed spare for Josh Frenier. Over in 15, Connor Steves leaves just a 7-pin and missing his double wood. And getting 8 for the frame was Tyler Bridge. Over in lane 16, that's Morgan Wyatt, and over here we have Kyle Siebert, now thrown for Willsboro. We had Gordy Hearn and his first ball, and his second ball, Bridge picks up his spare. Morgan Wyatt for the Cougars, following Dylan Gooley's. I don't know what he got. Maybe an open. Joey Robert gets a strike. Morgan Wyatt gets 5 for the frame. Jeff Bigelow got 9 in his first ball. We've gotten by Austin Doyle and Will Hines, that I've been mentioning their names on the B team for Willsboro. We've got to start catching up. But they're going fast and furious right now, and it's we're looking at 4 lanes at the same time, so we can't always keep up to date. Let's see. That was a 9 pins for Musek. Cokes gets a late drop for a strike. And lane number 10, Hearn picks up a... No, that wasn't Hearn, that was Steves picks up a strike following Hearn's strike. Sheehan gets a spare, an open in the 3rd frame. Joliker puts his ball in the gutter. Here's Eric Dupuy for the Cougars. He's going to spare. Lane 13, Mike Smith gets a baby split. Gordy Hearn misses his spare, gets, looks like 7 for the frame. Joliker gets a strike. And Dakota, David Siebert gets a couple of pins in his first ball. Oh, I know why I've missed those last 2 bowlers for Willsboro. They're not here. They only got 3. So I'm not really missing anybody. The other 2 aren't here. They're just names in the lineup. So let's see. Dakota Latford gets 9 pins. Josh Frenier picks up a spare. Latford misses his spare opportunity. Now we got Dylan Gooley getting 7 pins. And Siebert will... It's a double for Kyle Siebert. gets 8 pins, leaving the 1-2. And open for Dylan Gooley. And Joey Roberts picks up another strike. He doubles. And open for Tyler Bridge. Now we have Misek on lane 16. And Morgan Wyatt on lane 15 for the Cougars. Misek picks off about 3. Wyatt picks up a strike. How about that? Jeff Bigelow gets 7 pins in his first ball. Misek will get 7 for his frame. Lane 16. Getting 8 pins in his first ball is Connor Sheehan. Oh, late drop avoids a split. And we have a spare for Bigelow. Hearn gets 9 pins for his frame. Eric Dupuy up for the Cougars and Chris Cokes over on the left. Cokes gets a strike and gives him a triple 3-bagger. No, it doesn't. He had it open in between those first strike and the last 2. He's in his 4th frame. I'm going to try to move the camera in just a little bit more here so we can have a little closer view of the lanes. Joliker gets 5 pins, so we'll update now. Mike Smith had an open in the 4th. Dakota Latford just picked up a strike. Connor Steves had an open. Joliker is going to have an open. For the Cougars, Eric Dupuy opened. David Siebert had a spare, and Dylan Gooley is up. We have a strike for Josh Frenier. And a missed spare for Tyler Bridge. Lane 16, missed spare for Dylan Gooley. Kyle Siebert gets 6 pins following his double, leaves the 1, 3, 6, 7. Brody Hearn had an open. Morgan Wyatt gets a strike. Siebert gets a spare, misses his spare. Aaron Misek gets a strike. Jeff Bigelow gets 8 pins. Now Jesse Hearn gets only a couple. Joey Robert with a strike. That's a 3-bagger for him. Eric Dupuy put his ball in the gutter on the first ball here. And Cokes gets 9 pins. Leaves a 10. Dupuy's got a double gutter. Well, let's see, over in see Cokes going for his spare. He will pick it up. Over in lane 10, Mike Smith Nope, not Mike Smith. Connor Steves got 7 pins in his first ball. David Siebert with 8 pins. Nine pins for Connor Steves. Siebert gets 8 for the frame. Hearn leaves the 5 pin. Joliker is going to pick up his spare. And Mike Smith will pick up his spare. We are in the 5th frame in a fast-moving game. There's Dylan Gooley. And Gooley gets 8 pins. Josh Frenier gets 8 in his first ball. And missing his spare was Hearn. And both getting 9 pins. There's Frenier missing. Getting 9 pins for Dylan Gooley and we're way behind right now. Strike in lane 16 for Misek. A strike for Kyle Siebert. Morgan Wyatt about to bowl is Jeff Bigelow on our left. Predecessor Tyler Bridge had a strike for Willsboro. There's a strike for Eric Dupuy. And 9 pins for Robert. A spare for Bigelow. And a spare, actually a strike for Jesse Hearn. And a strike over there for David Siebert. Robert picks up his spare. Connor Steves gets 9 pins. David Cokes gets 8 in lane 13. Getting 6 pins was Sheehan. Cokes misses his spare. A spare was picked up by Connor Steves. And looking the spare here by Sheehan. Missing his spare is Dylan Gooley over in 16. Here's Joliker on our left. Joliker gets 3 pins. And 16, Wyatt will get 7 pins. Right in front of us, we've got Mike Smith. He's got, looks like 8 pins. And next to him is Gordy Hearn, and he's going to get 8 for the frame. Joliker's going to miss his spare. And Smith will miss his spare. And Morgan Wyatt on lane 16 will miss his spare. Well, now we've got Josh Frenier getting 7 pins, they're leaving the 1, 2, 4. Aaron Misek getting 7 pins, leaving the 1, 3, 6. Dakota Latford gets 6 pins, leaving a picket fence, the 1, 2, 4, 7, and over on the far right is a gutter ball from Hearn, Jesse Hearn. Meanwhile, got an open from Frenier. There's Eric Dupe getting 8 pins. Kyle Siebert getting 6 pins. A strike for Tyler Bridge and getting 6 pins was Connor Steves. Hearn finishing up before him is a missed spare by Siebert. Good try. Steves gets his spare. Getting 9 pins was Bigelow, leaving the 7 pin. Now lane 15. That was David Siebert, leaving the 10 pin. Robert on our left got 7 pins. Bigelow misses the 7 pin, gets 9 for the frame. Siebert picks up his spare. Over in the far lane, we've got Gordy Hearn going for his spare. He will pick it up, and missing his spare was Joey Robert. Now we have Cokes in front of us. Started in the 7th frame. Gets a strike. Connor Sheehan gets 4 or 5. Dylan Gooley got about 6. Dumas, the coach here for Northeastern. There's Joliker. Joliker picks up the strike. Both teams moving along quickly, mainly because the B team has just 8 bowlers. Looks like a spare for Connor Sheehan. And Dupe missed. I thought that was Dupe. Oh, Dylan Gooley missed his spare. Here's Wyatt now. And Bernier getting 8 pins. Joliker before him had gotten a strike. Spare by Frenier, a missed spare by Connor Sheehan, by Mike Smith, excuse me. Misek gets 9 pins. Wyatt will settle for 8 for the frame. These bowlers are in their 7th frame. The girls are in their 6th. Misek will go in the gutter and miss his spare. Siebert gets 7 pins, and Connor Steves got Jesse Hearn got 8 pins. Dupe gets a strike over on the far side. Siebert misses his spare, and so does Jesse Hearn. Dakota Latford had spared, and now Tyler Bridge gets 7 pins. Robert leaves a 2-pin. Have a baby split over on the far side. It's like the 8-10. Well, missing his spare was David Siebert. There's Robert just barely nudging it, picking up his spare. On the left we have Jeff Bigelow. And Connor Steves gets 9 for the frame. Oh, almost a strike. Almost a strike for Dylan Gooley. It was gutter ball from Gordy Hearn.
What are you going to do?
Or Georgie Hearn. And open from Connor Sheehan. Looks like Hearn picked up his spare. Mike Smith leaves a 4-6-7. Coates for the Cougars in lane 13. Picks up his spare. So he's in the 8th frame. Gutter ball from Smith. We'll have to adjust that. The pin went down and the ball came out of the gutter. There's Misek. Misek gets a lot of backdrop there, and he's just a 1-3. Dolliker leaves the 1-2-4-10. And it looks like the 3-4-3-6-10 for Dakota Latford. Here's Misek, and he's going to miss it. No! Excuse me. He picked it up. Dolliker will go for the wood and gets 9 for the frame. Dakota Latford gets his spare. Goofy gets 8 and Fernandez gets a split. Wyatt over on lane 10 gets 7 on his first ball. There's Goopy missing his spare. And of course with the split, Fernandez misses his. Morgan Wyatt will get 7 for the frame. And picking up his spare was Tyler Bridge for Willsboro. Kyle Siebert gets a strike, and a strike in the corner for Jesse Hearn. Double there for Jeff Bigelow. David Siebert gets 7 on his first ball in the 8th. Leaving just a head pin is Connor Steves. Leaving the 4-7-10 is Joey Robert. Siebert gets 9 for the frame. Here's Coke starting the 9th. He'll get 7 pins. Leaves the 6-9-10. It open for Steves. Robert gets 8 for the frame. And we got Gooley getting about 3 pins. Cokes will get only the 10 pin, get 8 for the frame. Let's see. Let's see, Jordy Hearn got 1 pin in his first ball. His Louie getting 9 for the frame, a late drop. Joliker gets 7 in his first ball. Hearn will get 7 for the frame. And we got a spare for Connor Sheehan. Wyatt gets 6 pins in his first ball. He is in the 9th. Both teams are in the 9th, so it'll be tough for me to do a wrap-up on all these guys because, as I said, the B team's moving along. Spare for Joliker. Misek gets 7 pins. Morgan Wyatt gets a spare. Grenier gets a strike and a missed opportunity there for Mike Smith, and missing his spare was Misek. A gutter ball from starting the 10th already over there. We're going to zoom in over on the far side. They are in the 10th frame, so let's concentrate on these guys. Misek ended up with a 144. Jesse Hearn gets a 97. There's Eric Dupuy. Give him a 105 plus his fill ball. We're back to the A's in a moment. There's Dupuy, and he will get only an extra pin for his fill ball. This is Connor Steves. Steves gets a 115. The Cougar B team will win this one. A 106 for Eric Dupuy.
Joey, readjust. Come on.
We got Georgie Hearn. There's David Siebert getting 7 pins. Now we got Coke starting his 10th frame over here, so we have to come this way a little bit. This will be the last bowler in the B's and he'll get 9 pins, and 9 pins on his first ball for Cokes. So there's a spare for Siebert, Dave Siebert. So let's see here, we got an 81. Oh, just barely slicing that was Cokes. 81 for Brody Hearn, or George Hearn. Steve says, well, I got an extra pin out of it. There's Cokes with his fill ball. Gets 9. There's a 99 over here for Connor Sheehan. Mike Smith just wrapped up his, and he gets a 91. Team score is 647 to 606. There's a gutter ball. We've got Dylan Gooley. Gooley gets 8 pins. Here's Jolliker for the Cougars. And he gets a strike, a late drop. And a spare for Dakota Latford, who missed everything on his first ball. Got a 10-pin strike. A 10-pin spare, I should say. 9 pins for the frame for Gooley. I'll give Gooley 84 with Siebert getting a 125. 8 pins on his fill ball for Latford. 9 pins on his fill ball for Jolliker. Wyatt starting his 10th frame. So it's 97, 115, and 81 over there for Hearn, Steves, and Hearn. The Cougars, we've got a 144, 106, 125, 84 for Misek, Dupe, Siebert, and Gooley. That's going to wrap up a 132 for Colgan Wyatt. Let's see, Latford finished with his 132. And we've got Tyler Bridge going now. And Bridge gets 9 for the frame, so we'll give him a very nice 171. Coming in here with a 3-bagger is Jeff Bigelow. And Bigelow picks up a strike. That gives him a 4-bagger. He's got a strong finish here. Looking to strike out to end it. The Bees are going to start their next game. We'll be going over to the girls as soon as we're done here. Jolliker misses his spare. Jolliker will get a 125. Go to 168 for Coates. And another strike. A 5. What's a 5-bagger? 5 in a row for Bigelow. And Grenier gets 6 pins. .692 team to 697. Cougars have a few more bowlers to go though. So the Cougars will take this first one. And look at that, Bigelow. How about that? Half a perfect game right there. 6 strikes in a row to end it. That's half a perfect game as Frenier gets 8 for the frame. And a very nice 209 for Jeff Bigelow from Willsboro. Started it with a strike and ended it with 6 of them. Here's Kyle Siebert. He gets 9 pins in his first ball, leaves a 7-pin. A 124 for Josh Frenier, 125 for Jolliker, and a 168 for Coates. There's Siebert. Picks up his spare. D-Day, excuse me, not D-Day, but Pearl Harbor Day today. Pearl Harbor Day, December 7th, 2011. We're at Beaumont Lanes, beautiful downtown, just outside of beautiful downtown Rouse's Point. There's Siebert. And Siebert with a strike. Not a bad fill ball. And Siebert with a 158. finish for Siebert. And bring up Joey Robert, the anchor bowler.
He's up there.
Robert. That's the 4-pin. Team total 702 for Willsboro. 730 for the Cougars. And whoops. Apparently that was with handicap, and it's 879 to 870. Willsboro with handicap takes it, where the Cougars won it with scratch. 155 for Robert as he had that open, so he didn't get a fill ball. All he had to do was spare, and he took about 8 pins to give his team a victory. So it's actually 1-1 here, one for the B's and one for the A's. Willsboro and Northeastern. Wander over to the young ladies right now. We're waiting for the girls to finish up, so we'll take a look at their first game scores. 772 with handicap, 899 with handicap. And still got another bowler to go. As soon as Katie Huxley misses that split, we'll move on to the next game. Those are the Cougar scores. That was a 937 to 772 victory for Northeastern and the girls in the first game. A gutter ball for Deanna Miro, leading off for Willsboro. Now we got Deanna Smith. And she'll get 7 pins in her first ball. Now Dina Miro will pick up a spare. No harm there. First ball was in the gutter, doesn't matter. She picked up the spare, so could have been 9 in the first and 1 in the second, still the same score. And Smith puts hers in the gutter. We'll bring up Lily Kelly for Willsboro. And Kelly will strike. For the Cougars, it's Sarah Adams. Adams will get a couple of pins. In the gutter for Emily Miro. There's Katie Trump. Not Katie Trump, it's Sarah Adams. Adams picks up 9 pins for the frame. Alright, I was just lowering the tripod as we watch the action. Trombley gets 9 pins, and Miro ended up with an open. This is Gabby Yeager getting 7 pins in her first ball, leaving the 1-2-4. Now Trombley will miss her spare, just not by much though, but he missed it. Well, we got Janelle Menard. Menard gets 6 for the frame. And getting 9 for the frame was Yeager. Viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. Here's Menard. 7 for the frame. And Allison Arnold leaves the picket fence. The 1, 2, 4, 7. Katie Hawksby for the Cougars. Hawksby leaves the 10 pins. And getting a spare was Allison Arnold. Hawksby picks up her spare. Gets a slap in the hand from Brianna Smith. And 7 on her first ball. Here's Dina Miro. And Miro gets 8 pins, leaves the 5-8. Smith will pick up her spare. Miro misses hers. Might recall she had the 10 pin spare in the first frame. Sarah Adams gets 8 pins. And Lily Kelly steps up. Kelly gets a gutter ball. Adams. There's Kelly going for her spare. She'll get 6 for the frame. Then I'll bring up Trombley. Trombley will pick off 3 pins, maybe 4. Emily Miro. There's Trombley. She gets 8 for the frame. Miro has 4 pins. There's a double wood there. The 2-8. She gets them all. I'll bring up Menard. And Menard will hook it in there and lead the 7-10. A wonderful opportunity to be the first person ever to get the 7-10 split, pick up a 7-10 split on hometown cable. So what a great opportunity for Janelle. Gabby Yeager gets 7 pins. I don't think Menard's going to pick up that, be the first one. He gets 8 for the frame. A spare for Yeager. There's Hawksby. And Hawksby leaves a solid 7. And there's Allison Arnold. Willsboro at Northeastern Clinton at the Mart. There's a strike for Arnold. There's Brianna Smith. Smith strikes. Hawksby going after her spare. She picks it up. Sarah Adams will step up now. Just 9 pins. Dina Merrill gets 7 in her first ball. She leaves the 1-2-8. And open for Adams. And Miro will get 8 for the frame. Oh, Katie Trombley. She leaves a 7-9. And Lily Kelly gets about 6 spins, I think. Trombley with her baby split. Puts it in the gutter. Oh, 5 pins were standing and 1 was left. Kelly gets 9 for the frame. There's Janelle Menard. Menard leaves the 3-10. Emily Merrill gets a couple of pins. And Menard picks off the 10 pin. That's 9 for the frame. There's Merrill in the gutter. Hawksby working on a spare. Gets 6 pins. Yeager gets 8. Leaves a baby split. It's like a 5-7. Looks like there's double wood there. Looks like there's there are 9 pins. Proves to be the nemesis for Hawksby. And the 7 pin stands after Yeager finishes. Now Dina Merrill will start the 4th frame. He gets 7 pins, leaves double wood. And Allison Arnold gets 9 pins in her first ball. Merrill left from there, and so does Arnold. Now a little gutter ball from Lily Kelly. And Brianna Smith up. 1, 2, 4, 10. If you leaves a 10, if you leave a spare of 1, 2, 9, 10, that's known as the Altona spare. 1, 2, 9, 10 is the Altona zip code. Let's see, Merrill gets 8 pins and Adams gets 8. Emily Merrill will miss her spare. Sarah Adams will cover hers. Gabby Yeager now for Willsboro. Leaves the 1-2. Katie Trombley. Leaves the 1-2-4-7. 4-10. 1-2-4-10. Sure that's somebody's zip code, but it's not Altona's. A spare for Yeager. That's the head pin, Trombley. There's Arnold. 2 strikes. Looks like Menard. Menard leaves the 1-3-9. Brianna Smith will start the 5th frame. She leaves the 4-6-10. Getting 9 for the frame was Menard. Smith in the 5th. One after a split. It's 9 for the frame. 1 for the wood. Here's Hawksby. And she leaves the 7. A wiggling 7. Strike for Sarah Adams. Hawksby misses her spare. Katie Trombley up for the Cougars. Leaves the 2-4-5. Dina Merrill. It's 8 pins. There's Trombley. Trombley spares. Merrill doing a tightrope walk. Misses a spare. There's Menard. Strike for Janelle Menard. And Lily Kelly for Willsboro is going to put it in the gutter. And she can still smile. Strike for Hawksby. Kelly going for her spare. A double gutter for Kelly, and she's heading for the bench. Merrill left just the 5 pin. And Merrill's going to miss her spare. Dina Merrill didn't want to bowl her first ball till Emily Merrill finished. Didn't want to get too far ahead, but I say go for it because things have a way of catching up. There's 8 pins. And here's Yeager. He gets 7 pins, leaves a 1-2-8. is Yeager. Two spares. Lily Kelly now for Willsboro. Leads the 5-pin. Allison Arnold. And she leads the 2-pin, I believe. And open for Kelly. Arnold will pick up her spare. A little score update. 285, 527 with handicap. 275, 17. Brianna Smith getting a strike while watching the scoreboard. Getting a split. There's Emily Miro.
No, not that kind of mirror.
Oh, never mind. Put it back.
7-10 split for Adams. So Adams gets a chance. Oh, three-pointer. Field goal for Emily Miro. Adams going for 7-10. And she will not be the first one ever to get one on hometown cable. Yeager gets 9 pins. And Katie Trombley will step up. Trombley gets 7. And then open for Yeager. Game moving slow here, ladies. Boys are in the 8th already. The B-boys, of course, will be 2 bowlers short. They're done their second game. Trombley gets 7 for the frame. There's Arnold, she gets 7. I have Menard. And Arnold. Oh, Menard just barely picked that one up. There's Smith getting 6 spins. Hawksby getting 7. Or is it 8? 8 pins. And Smith only got 5. There's some double wood back there. The 2-8. And she leaves a 2-4. Hawksby will pick up her spare. Adams up now. Adams strikes. There's Katie Trombley. Nine pins. Trombley picks up the spare. Looks like they're working on a pin setter back there. We'll update the scores. 629, 382, 565, 325. After a lengthy delay here for the pin setter being repaired. 9 pins for Jaeger. Jaeger, no, that's the first one. That's Vina Miro. Wow. They're way behind. There's Kelly missing. And Menard picking up 4 pins. A double gutter again for Kelly. Menard gets 9 for the frame. Emily Merrill. And she gets a better ball. And Hawksby's up for the Cougars. He gets 9 pins, leaves just to 2. There's Miro going for a spare. And she gets 5 for the frame. Hawksby will miss the spare by a hair. Now here's Jaeger. Leaves the 6 pin. And Merrill starting the 7th frame. It's 1. Actually, I think she got about 3, but who cares? And Jaeger gets a spare. Working on an open that doesn't, there's a spare, Romero. And Arnold strikes to wrap up the 6th frame finally. Bring up Kelly, who keeps this one on the lane, on the alley, and gets 7. And Smith will also get 7. Kind of mirror images on the leaves here. A 1-2-9 and a 1-3-8. Looking in the mirror, see if they can both pick them up. Nope, misses them all. The other side of the mirror, Smith will get 1. So open for Jaeger, here's Arnold. Arnold leaves a 7-10, so maybe we'll get an out-of-towner to do it here. There's Adams. She gets a strike. Oh, no, this is Emily Miro. Emily Miro looking for the coveted. No, didn't get it. Bring up Gabby Jaeger and Katie Trombley. Leaves the 1-3-6. Jaeger leaves 2-4-5. There's Trombley. for a little dominoes, but didn't happen. And 1 pin for Jaeger. So 8 for the frame. There's Menard, his name, Menard. Leaves just the 2 pin. Now we got Arnold. Arnold with a strike. Menard misses his spare. Well, we got here Smith getting a little 7 pins. Here's Trombley. Excuse me, Hawksby. Hawksby leaves the 4, 7, 8. Smith here in the 8th frame. It's 8 for the frame. Actually, that's in the 9th frame, excuse me. There's Hawksby finishing the 8th. We are in the 9th. Miro for the Warriors. A lot of gutters today. And Adams. Adams leads the 5. Miro leaves a 10 pin for the frame. Spare for Sarah Adams. Late drop on the 7 leaves us the 5 for Kelly. Here's Trombley. Trombley with a strike. Kelly in the gutter. There's Menard. Wiggling 4 and 7. Emily Miro. 5, 8. Now we have Menard. Whoa, what was that? Split finger fastball. It's broke at the last second. Miro leaves the 8 pin. I'll bring up Katie Hawksby for the Cougars. Leaves a wiggling 10. Jaeger getting 7 pins. Hawksby will miss her spare. Jaeger with the 2, 4, 5. We have Dina Miro starting the 10th frame. Leaves just the 4 pin, or the 2 pin, just the 2 pin. Allison Arnold. 10 falls, leaves the 5-8. $784, $537 for the Cougars. $756, $494 for the Warriors. Going into the 10th. And Merrill misses her spare, so she'll have an open. Arnold will miss her spare. So Merrill gets a 106. Kelly is up. She picks off 1. Smith gets 9 on her first ball in the 10th. And 7 pins for the frame for Kelly, a spare for Smith. Well, Kelly ends up with a 63. Emily Merrill gets 9 pins on her first ball on the 10th. There's the fill ball for Smith. And she'll get 7 with her fill ball. Merrill will put hers in the gutter. So Merrill will have it open, give her an 84. Cougars should win this one. And 7 pins for Sarah Adams. Yeager gets a drop on the 10, give her a strike, Gabby Yeager. Yeager gets 6 pins on her first fill ball. Here's Trombley. Trombley leaves the picket fence and the 9. So 1, 2, 4, 7, 9. And Yeager gets nothing on her last fill ball. Give her a 129. Trombley picks up the spare. 123 and 145 for Smith and Adams. There's Arnold, anchor bowler. It's 9 pins, leaves just the 4 pin. There's Trombley's fill ball. He gets 9 on the fill ball. Arnold gets a spare, so for the 154 plus the fill ball. There's Janelle Menard.
All right, Josh, good ball.
There's Arnold's fill ball, 161. That's the best score of the second game. Menard picks up his spare. Will be 103 plus her fill ball right here. That'll be Katie Hawksby finally decides to get up here. She was sitting comfortably here and decided to, well, maybe I'll bowl here. Raise a picket fence on hers. Well, let's see, team totals, let's get those. 785, 543, 869, 622. Cougars take the scratch and the handicap. 125, 145, 117, 112 are the scores so far. Here's Hawksby. She gets a wiggling 10, so she will not get a fill ball. Give her a 128. The Cougars will take the second game, and we're going to head for Chazy. We've got the basketball teams that we're going to cover there. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and for those of you who support Hometown Cable, we try to cover as much as we can. This has been an example of it. Thanks for watching. Hometown Cable viewers supported local television. TV worthy of your support.